Hello and welcome to another episode of the Farr Show, where I am Damien Farr, and tonight we're talking about the Mission Impossible movies. A while back, I talked about Fallout. You can see that video up in the eye, wherever that is, in the comments below. I'll have it linked. So, we're talking about the Mission Impossible movies. Why are we talking about them? Because I bought them all on Blu-ray. Because I really wanted to see them all, finally. So, I'm going to rank them all. We're going to start with my least favorite one, and I'm going to review it a bit. So, let's start off with Mission Impossible 2, which came out in the year 2000. I give it an F. What do I think about this movie? Well, other than Tom Cruise, it's really forgettable. If you didn't have Mission Impossible on it or Tom Cruise, I would have not remembered this movie at all. I barely remember the movie to begin with. He's on a bike at one point. That's pretty much all I remember, if I'm being completely honest. I try to forget that movie, other than the knife scene was pretty sweet, where they had the knife like right in front of his eye, and then, ooh, gives me chills. I'm just thinking, what happens if the knife, or the line holding the knife, I'm assuming, broke? Well, that would be terrible, and Tom Cruise wouldn't have an eye. And we wouldn't have the rest of the series. So then in second last place, or in fifth place, I will say, Mission Impossible. The first one is good, but when you compare it to the rest of them, it's kind of like, well, it's good, it's set the groundwork, and you could see where they were going in a way. So I thought it was an FA, definitely better than the second one by a long shot. That second one is pretty much unwatchable, if I'm being honest. So I definitely say it's worth a watch, at least a rent. Give it a rent. Then Mission Impossible 3. This is the one directed by J.J. Abrams. So I have a personal bias towards it. I like J.J. Abrams, as weird as that sounds. I know it's normal to hate on J.J. Abrams, but I actually really enjoy him. Even the lens flares, even if he uses a bit too many of them. That's not important, though. So, Mission Impossible 3 and FA. And this is where I think Mission Impossible hit its stride. Right after 3 is when J.J. Abrams started producing, and they started going great with what they were doing here. So, Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol, directed by Brad Bird. I give it an FAR. It's definitely a film worth watching. Like, this is one of the best action films out there. I'd push to say it's maybe the best, which is hilarious because it's only third on my list. So, now this is where I differ, I think, from most people. I put Rogue Nation as second best film. I give it an FAR, where I thought it was cool, I thought it was a great film, but Fallout is just so good. Fallout ties all the series together in a way. I mean, it ties 3, 4, 5, and 6 together. I mean, it doesn't really tie 1 and 2 together, but that's not important. I think Fallout is the best by a long shot, so I think Rogue Nation is an FAR, and Fallout is an FARR, like I said in that original review. Now that I've seen them all, I'm really excited to see MI7 and MI8, seeing how they're already started working on them. So, have you seen any of the Mission Impossible movies? Tell me in the comments below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell icon. Have a far off night.